Welcome back to another Unruly video. If you're new, welcome. Hit the subscribe button, hit the bell so you know we post. If you're a returner, what's popping? Today I am on Worcester Street in New Haven, Connecticut, one of the most notable streets for pizza. And the argument always goes on about, is it New York or is it New Haven, Connecticut that has the best pizza? And I'm on one of the streets that hold 2 out of the 10 best pizza restaurants in the nation. So we're gonna try it out, but I've never been here before, so I certainly need assistance on my pizza tasting or my pizza tour today. And we have someone very special from LA that flew across the country to come join me in this video to make sure that we make it the best it can possibly be. Look at that.
What? Are you doing a pizza show or something?
We are.
Yeah. Family comes in from the Midwest. I'm bringing these to Rhode Island.
Yeah. So I'm from the area.
Oh.
I'm in from LA for the day. So I talked to my buddy here. I was like, we have to go to New Haven. I gotta get some of these.
Hell yeah.
I haven't been here in ages.
Are you doing Pepes, Sally's, and Modern?
You know we are.
Hell yeah. What's your top? What's your favorite?
Mine's always been Modern.
That's, you know, a lot of people say Modern, but like you hear Pepes, but the locals say Modern.
The local say, yeah. I think you know what it is. So Pepe's, I think, got a little frustrating for us because there's always a line.
Yes, thank you. Yeah.
It's so frustrating, but I can get into Modern almost every day.
Exactly. And you know, Pepes is down. I think they opened one down in Georgia. Like they're going all over the place.
They're in the mall.
Oh, really?
In Hartford.
Oh,
I don't need it.
Hell, thank you. I want it to be VIP still. Like, don't spread out too much. It's gonna take the specialness route.
All right, well, you saw we've met a local here, and Mike, of course, is here as well from LA. So, Mike,
how's it going?
pleasure to have you here.
Mike, I run the Fat Fuck Instagram. We'll just call me Mike for today. I am a fat fuck, but we like Mike for today. So we ready to eat some pizza?
I'm ready to eat the pizza, bro.
Let's get to walking.
All right.
Located at 237 Worcester Street, New Haven, Connecticut, Sally's Pizza is one of the top pizzerias in the United States of America. And as you can see, they have a pavilion where it's almost like a waiting area where you can wait before you get to your table. And when your table is ready, you have the option to sit outdoors or indoors. And if you go indoors, you'll see that not much has changed over the last 50 years, but will they have the pizza to satisfy my palate?
All right, so we made it inside Sally's Pizza, and now it's time to order. We had about an hour and a half, 15-minute wait. And they have that nice little pavilion where you can get appetizers, you can get drinks, but of course you can't get the pizza until your table is called or until it's ready. But they also warned us that upon getting a seat, it's a 45-minute wait for your pizza to come out.
So as we wait, Mike, how did we get here today?
I have a tiny Instagram following under Fat Fuck. I sent out a PBA, kind of like, hey, anybody in Connecticut want to get food? You reached out, and here we are.
What was the inspiration behind your food blog?
I started Fat Fuck about 10 years ago with one other person, actually. And we started it as a kind of a joke to figure out if we could build a following just showing food and having a ridiculous character. It's worked out okay, but along the way I've met a lot of really cool people. It's brought me places like this. And being back in Connecticut for the first time in about a year, I felt like I had to get pizza.
So our pizza came at a 45-minute wait.
I think it was a little bit less, actually.
A little bit less than 45 minutes. But it looks very good. You've been here before, so you want to describe how they made it?
First thing most people notice is it's not round. So these things are all hand-tossed, hand-built. It's a coal-fired oven, which is kind of unique to New Haven. That's why it's called a beats, not pizza. We have our own technique here. It's a little oblong, a little burnt. If you actually look at the crust, you might lose some stuff here. See, there's like little burnt spots at the bottom. It's great. Try it. Tell me what you think. It's its own unique flavor, I'd say, for the city. Stop one, Sally's. You ready to get into this?
So let's get a healthy bite out of this.
I always forget how different like that coal-fired makes everything taste.
Changes the whole dynamic.
It really does. Like the meatball especially. You have that like garlicky flavor of like the breadcrumbs and the meat, and it's dry without being like dry to the taste. There's still like some moisture in the meatball, but it's got a nice crust, a nice film to it. Like film's probably not the right word. It sounds gross, but good crust.
First time at Sally's, they're putting up a big benchmark. The crust, this isn't just your little boring crust that was put in the oven just to cook and it gets all soggy. No, this is actually still dry and still it gives it structure. Where a lot of pizza, it would fall and drop and do all sorts of foolishness and be really soggy. It's not that soggy.
There's no flap.
Right, there's no flap. It's pretty damn good. And the meatballs, like you said, are still moist inside, even though that they were sliced so thin and put on top of a pizza.
All right, so if we're ranking this, because we're gonna rank all three. So from Papa John's to 10, where are we putting this? Papa John's being the lowest, 10 being the highest.
9.3?
I think I'm going to the second decimal point because I'm a savage. We're going 8.95.
8.95.
Pretty damn close to 9.
I think that's because you might know what's in store for the next two.
I feel like 9 is hyper elite, and this is pretty damn close to hyper elite. Like, there's very few things in life better than this pizza. Like, it is a joy to eat. I think it's the best thing you can say about food. It's not like delicious is delicious, right? You run out of ways to say delicious, but there's a moment when you eat something that's like, oh, this makes sense. And I think that starting off with Sally's, like, it does kick me back to a time when we would have New Haven pizza all the time. And I think for you, it's probably like, then we're like, okay, this is why people like it.
I can totally understand why this is in the conversation when we come to the nation's best pizza.
Yeah.
I totally can, I understand why.
Yeah, it's an epiphany moment.
If you haven't come to Sally's in New Haven, make your way down to Sally's and get this pizza because one, you're not gonna be remiss of the hour wait. The hour wait, you're not gonna regret it. Sit there in the hour, sit there for 30 minutes for your pizza to be made. Hour and 30 minutes complete on a Saturday afternoon with some of your buddies over some beer. Doesn't top it. This is great. This is good stuff. But we can't get caught up at Sally's. We got to make it over to Frank's, Pepes, and really put them up to the test. But they put a high bar. What do you think?
I agree. This is a beautiful place to start. We'll see where we move on from here.
My days, Sally put the bar very high, but now it's time to go to Pepes. And Pepes was pretty much packed and had a line outside, so we got our pizza, ordered it while we were at Sally's, and now we're gonna have it curbside, good old-fashioned style.
So this is the clam pie. It's kind of a New Haven staple. It's the white clam pie. Frank's has the best one, I think, of the three. Although Frank's is my least favorite pizzeria out here. It's always considered one of the best in the nation. I don't know about that. I'm a modern boy. I'll always be a modern boy. And right now I'm just gonna get my hate on. So that's the white clam. And then we got a regular, I think I got like the special for the day. Yeah, I got the special. I think it's got vodka sauce on it. Looks like a mess. We'll see how it tastes.
Sure.
All right.
Again, the seating inside of Frank's is way too packed to even consider going to sit down. So just gonna have it straight by the car, old-fashioned way. Just give it a taste.
We love a roadside pizza.
I'm with it.
Cheers.
Like when you were telling me in the other place, I didn't think I was gonna like it. This is crack. This is this is crack on a piece of bread. They add a nice, generous amount of garlic on it, which I can appreciate. And then, what did you say, clams? That clam meat, it gives you like, I don't want to say I don't taste the sea.
It's like a kiss of the ocean.
Right, like it's not that heavy, dense.
It's not like uni,
seaweed. Right.
It's not that. It's not the full uni.
No.
There's like a little bit of salt, a little bit of salinity.
Right.
Nice like meatiness to it. It's good.
I like that. It's not crazy oily. Like maybe people that recreate this are gonna put a ton of oil on it. It's not that. No, I really like that. A lot.
I do think I like Sally's crust better.
No, I do like Sally's crust.
Yeah.
Way better. Crust is not as great as the first place. But the pizza's still really good.
Yeah, it is the best clam pie in New Haven. I just don't think the crust is on par with Sally's or Modern. All three are considered some of the best pizzas in America, but they're all distinct in both the crust. I mean, this is Frank's has become an enterprise. It's 10 seconds away from becoming Papa John's.
Yeah.
But it's, it's still delicious, still good. Still think it's the best clam pie in New Haven.
Yes, it is. Even though I haven't had any other, but this is setting the bar for pizza. I really like it.
You really don't like the crust?
Boy, across the tough like bumba cloud scratches.
It was like the Italian special.
Yeah.
Sausage, meatball, mushrooms, onions. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, I'm ready.
That's it. When I had Sally's, it felt like something special. This feels like very good pizza. Sally's felt special.
I think that's the best interpretation you could have made. Sally's was totally a special, like, it was an experience almost, because you're in this old-fashioned.
The build, like the oblong pizzas,
Right.
like the flavor. Again, we go back to the crust, which
Right.
I don't want to harp on it, but it makes such a big difference.
Huge difference.
Like I said, it's good. It's very good pizza. But like, I guess when I'm at Sally's, I feel like this is worth waiting an hour.
Right.
This I would.
I would not wait an hour.
Exactly.
I'd be upset.
Right.
I'd be vexed.
Yeah. Yeah. If I had hyped this up to be the best in New Haven, you'd be upset with me.
I'd be real upset.
But it is still very.
It's good. It's good. I'm rating this shit at like, this is an 8.3 for me. Around that area. Because it's good pizza. It's solid. Would I recommend it? Yes. Would I recommend it over Sally's? Hell no.
I think I'm in the same boat.
I think if you're going to sit down at an area, at a spot, I wouldn't wait an hour for Frank's. I would still get the pizza, but I wouldn't wait an hour. Sally's, I would wait an hour, go to the little outside area, get a drink, and wait. And then be seated and be happy that I waited, because it's a very special pizza.
I think we're in the same boat on this.
Yeah.
I'd give it like an 8.3, 8.2, 8.3. Right. It's very good. Don't regret getting this at all.
Right.
But I don't feel like if I went another year without having it, I wouldn't be too sad.
Okay. Well, no, I think I can go to Boston and be all right.
Yeah. Yeah. You guys stop at Sally's. Frank's if you got time. We'll tell you about Modern in a minute. I'm stacking the deck though.
Yeah. All right, cool. So that was our pizza adventure or tour in New Haven. So Mike, I appreciate you coming over and spending the time that you had in Connecticut with us to do this pizza review of some of the best pizza in the nation and arguably the best in the region, New York. But as we said, Sally's is the place to go. Frank's was just as good. Please join me on the next video. That will probably be somewhere in Stanford? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know, but you'll only see that here at Unruly Eats. So my friend, I thank you again.
A pleasure to have. Thank you guys for having me. Follow me, Fat Fuck. I'm completely different on there, but I'll still show you the same great food and still talk the same shit.
Right.
Yeah.
So hopefully we'll be with Mike again, maybe in LA this time though. But again, you'll only be here at Unruly Eats. So I'll see you on the next one. Thanks.